Good evening, everybody. How are we doing today? Instead of a soda, I'm having some nice herbal tea. I've started actually getting into tea recently because, like everybody, I watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, one of my favorite cartoon shows, one of my favorite shows in general, and once again fell in love with Iroh and his fascination for tea. So I've kind of gotten into tea myself, and sometimes you can just sit back and hear the wisdom through the tea.
Zuko, you have to look within yourself to save yourself from your other self. Only then will your true self reveal itself.
Such wisdom.
I think this game is making me gay.
Alright, so I'll get to the punch. I'll get to the point of it all. What are we here for? What are we playing today? What are we doing, you know? I'm getting a call. Second time this has happened today. Hello? Hey? Sure. Making a video. You're on speaker now.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Hi.
Do you want to go get food with me?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, I gotta drive. I love you.
I love you too.
Bye.
Bye. Well, that was nice. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Action Bros Gaming. Today we are doing an interesting Let's Play. We're starting a new series, which is something I promised I wouldn't be doing. But here we are. Yeah. Go team. Today it's an old, I say it's an older game, but it's not really super older. And it's called Doki Doki Literature Club. Now I know what you're thinking. Doki Doki Literature Club. You're either getting one or two things. You're either going to go,
Doki Doki Literature Club. What kind of game would that be? Why would that be a game we'd be interested in watching you play?
or your reaction's going to be Doki Doki Literature Club. Oh, shit. I don't know what the main plot is, but I do know shit goes down in this game. So what we're going to do is we're going to explore and find out what lies beyond the game. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. You are now forewarned. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit http://ddlc.moe/warning.html. Okay. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age and your consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Okay. Welcome to the Let's Play. So without further ado, let's play Doki Doki Literature Club. I've actually been wanting to play this for a long time. Jeremy is my name. Hey! Hey. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but just kind of works because you've known each other for so long. Oh, I know that. We used to walk to school together on days like this. But starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say it like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Jeremy. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think that we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you wanted to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly sparkled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Jeremy, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our mini conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Wow, I sound like a dick. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, which I'm perfectly content just getting on by the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Yes. 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 Basically. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Is that like the same level as a weeb or a nerd? I'll have you know, nerds are cool. It's a generation thing. Now nerds are like the shit. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I get myself... I'm flubbing up so many of these lines. God, this is why I could never become a voice actor. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? Still f***ed it up! More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to erase her mind. What? One more time. God, I am just off my ball today. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to erase her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. Transition. The school day is as ordinary as ever. And it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at a wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, I thought. So, you know. Know what? Well, maybe you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is the vice president of the Literature Club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's just so cunning to have planned all this out. I'm going to go with the latter because I'm a nice person. Unlike this Jeremy. This Jeremy's a dick. But he does watch anime, which is kind of cool. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes. Let's go. That was very male and very gay. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. It'll be in the history books. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs. The section of the school I barely visit being generally used to the third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Glanced around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori is always saying nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Jeremy, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. ... All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. I mean, insanely hot models. I'm talking absolutely bodacious babes. So it's gonna be one of those games, huh? I love you, Shay. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Oh, sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, and then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comfortably more mature than timid, seems more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet the both of you. And it sounds like Yuri know Monica, isn't that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Jeremy. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. Accurate. So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... you too, Monica. Come sit down, Jeremy. We made room for you at table so you can sit next to me and Monica. Or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make up some tea as well? Ah, yes! Tea! Totally down with this. I think this game is making me gay. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, you ready? Ta-da! Woo! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and the pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full as she already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around on my fingers, looking at the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I don't know. I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. What is this, dialogue? This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. I mean, what is this exposition? That's what I was meaning to say. Seriously, though, what is this exposition? Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. What? Heard this before. Sure, it's nothing. Eh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I suppose so. I don't think I've ever had tea and reading a book before. But you never know. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea, which is true. I do enjoy tea. Tea is very good. I really like herbal teas. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Well, I hadn't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure that you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You probably could be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand for all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something that I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. Now that, kudos to you, Monica. Like, extra points right there. You're cool. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica's a really good leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised that there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. She almost sounds like a politician with these words, if you think about it. Like, she's really good with her speech. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's why we're all so delighted in the idea of having a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Jeremy, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, manga. Me personally, well, you know what? I'll show you. Right now, what I'm working on is I'm working on 2 books. Right now, I'm working on Halo First Strike. And then following that, I'll be reading Halo Contact Harvest. I'm a big Halo fan. These Halo novels are really cool. Eric Noland, who wrote The Fall of Reach, that was a really good book. This book is by Joseph Staten, and he's like one of the big leagues in Bungie when they were making the Halo games. And so I think it's going to be really good. I love Halo. Considering how little I've read for the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I called it! I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? Spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually the novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Just saying. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. So like, Fight Club. That's a book I'm very excited to read one day. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination, completely throw you for a loop? Yeah, in an odd way of saying that. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped for something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. Looks like whatever you're working on is a poem called... Don't you say it out loud! And give it back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori settles up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki adverts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing them the deepest reaches of your heart. You have writing experience too, Yuri. Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. ... I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I want to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. ... question mark. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everything is even. ... Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will all help us get a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Jeremy? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back on the original topic of join the club, I've bluntly come forward with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lost my train of thought. All four girls stare at me with dejected eyes, like... I'll join the club! But... I'm sorry, I thought... Jeremy... You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear decision while it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful, voluptuous, fantastic girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came here for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Jeremy, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah.
Sure. Can I really impress the class star, Monica, with my own mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up with... Okay. Meanwhile, the girls continue with chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Jeremy, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Whoa, what is this game? Why am I playing this? With that, the two of us depart to the club room and we make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Pick the words that you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever your poem likes the most. Okay. So now I have to decide which chick I'm into. Great. I love you, Shay. You're the girl for me. Always, forever, to the moon and back. This is anime me? I don't know. No, not really, because I'm not a dick. Why don't I just use words that I would like and see what happens from there? I like family, beauty, fantasy, time, journey, excitement. Let's do sunset. I'm in that kind of mood recently. Universe, imagination, eternity, anime, obviously, dream, bubbles, disaster, scars, electricity, peace, infinite, games. Finally, intellectual. Alright. Hi again, Jeremy. This is going to be probably a two-parter, obviously, but I was wondering if there would ever be is there a way to save? Okay. Excellent. We're going to stop it there. We're going to see how this poem goes out and how it ends up. Hopefully it'll end up good. I hope so. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Doki Doki Literature Club, episode 1. I'm excited to see how it's going to go from here. And thank you all for watching. I hope y'all guys have a good day, alright? See y'all later. Bye!
It's not the only thing we're blowing.
Yeah, we're also blowing horns.
And candles that have fire on them because fire is a hazard.